Hi, how's it going? Today I'm gonna play and improvise in a frevo called Vassourinhas. It's the most known frevo uh, of Brazil. Some consider that this frevo is the Aiden of Brazil, and I received a question asking me how to study the variations, the melodic variations. And today I'm gonna study with you, and I'm improvise. Let's see if I have time. Let's improvise also. Uh, First of all, I would like to say that there are so many times I don't play this frevo. I have to do some repetitions to remind the melody. I don't know, and. What else? What else important? I forgot something important to say, but let's continue. Here is the channel. You are watching the channel Brazilian Accent Improvisation, a channel where I talk about the Brazilian melodic and harmonic and all Brazilian language and the Brazilian accent in playing music. This channel is for all instrumentists that play melodical and harmonic instrument. It's not a content for drummers, but if you want to know more about Brazilian music, the place is here. For this place is here. So I'm gonna remind first the theme. I'm gonna search for variations in the melody, and I'm gonna show you how I study it. Alright, let's see and let's go. So this is the theme. This is the original melody. And how do I study the variations? And what are the variations first? The variations. I can say that the variations are some little improvise that you substitute for the melody to gives a certain dynamics to the melody. I used to say that good musicians make the melody sound alive, because it's not just a predictable thing. We have resources to, even in the melody, make the perception of the audience, the perception of the audience gets interested in it. We can create some expectations and break it. There are some resources that can make the melody much more interesting than the melody that's written in the lead sheet or you heard in a recording. So I'm gonna talk my method, my process of studying this. For example, this the first phrase. Let's talk about the first part of the song. This is the first part. This process it's important that you know the harmony, all right? Even if you play on melodical instrument, it's important to be aware of the harmony, because the variations depends on the harmony of the theme. If you play the piano like me, one thing I recommend when you are searching for variations, just play the right hand. Just play the hand of the melody, because you have to focus all your attention and all your creativity in the right hand on the melody. Depending, there are things with the left and right but they are exceptions. But let's try. And what do we recommend? Play the theme, and when you have different ideas, try to execute them. You can stop in the middle of your improvise to search for the notes you were thinking when you tried. If you don't have any idea, just play the theme again. Don't force your mind to have ideas where it didn't have. I think this process, it's so musical because of that, because we respect our mind, our creative mind. All right, let me start with the melody. If I have a different idea, I'm gonna try to play it. If I'm capable of playing at the first time, I can continue, or I can repeat to remind that idea. Or if I mistake, this is important, I try to search for that sound that I was thinking. This is the original melody, I didn't have any idea, but I'm gonna continue. This was the first idea, besides dream. I did. Alright. Note that I'm hearing different phrases inside the melody. note that idea. These ideas, for example, in frevo, that's a fast style. If you like the idea a lot, you have to study more, or to sometimes record or write down this, because you're gonna lose, and some of them you're gonna have to study in the time the original tempo of the music, because if you try just improvising, playing, you're gonna have difficulties with the fingering, or if you play another instrument, you can have another technical difficulty in executing that phrase. So if you like that phrase a lot, write down or record it. Note I use now syncopations, for example, besides doing for example, this I had to correct. This is the same rhythm of the pandeiro. This is a constant sounding frevo. This is the this is the snare drum, and together with it we have the pandeiro, two 8th note with a 16th notes. So note this phrase. Perfect. It ends with anticipation. I'm saying perfect because taka 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 ta. It ends on the head of the measure. In frevo, it's important to say to you that phrases often end on the head or with anticipation of 8th note. We don't anticipate 16th notes, so that was why I said that the phrase was perfect. Now that we've seen some variation in the second part, in the first part, let's see the second part, alright? Sorry again. opening my mind to ideas. Note that I've used one cell that's present on the first part of the theme. I haven't. I came to the first part. Let's again the second part. This idea sounded right. Let me research if I have a better sound of it. So again. I think Notice I changed the end of the phrase. Besides dream, I went up. So note that I found a lot of solutions during the same melody. Let's now try to study. I like to study with when I put the chords and the groove. I like to study in slow tempos. that the theme became free. I'm doing the melody with different variations, but always showing the original melody, and that's the purpose, to create some news to your audience, but to show the original ideas. That's why what I consider to play inside the Brazilian accent when you're playing in a more traditional way. All right. So I'm gonna play a theme and improvise some chorus. I don't know. I'm gonna feel what is better to improvise just in the B section. Let me feel, and I'm gonna do some comments about the improvise. All right. For example, I use some chromatism that are very typical in frevo. last on the with anticipation of 8th note. Phrases with syncopations. With the dominants using the flat 9th. Of the pandero. Anticipation. 16 notes, 8 notes. Sorry. These are some ideas that I use to improvise in frevo. Let me return to the last time to the melody. Phrase I have to study because it has a perfect metric, and if I try to more times to have the perfect method. So that was it. I think I have helped you to create your own ideas or your own variations, and every day I'm here doing lives about this, about how to play the Brazilian music and my process of studying. You can join me to have tips, to have to know each day better the way that how to study Brazilian music, alright? If you want to improvise in Brazilian music, the place is here. Thanks for coming, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.